Well, it is always a powerful day to gather here and mark World Peace Day, and for me, as somebody who's lived most of my life in a country that's been pretty peaceful and pretty safe, and hasn't had a lot of chance to be in places where I had to be afraid for my children or afraid for my own safety, I need a day like this to focus really deliberately on why peace matters, why we pay attention to the idea of peace. But I think over the last 7 years, the importance of working for peace, of peacemaking, has become even more core in my daily life, because I've been working with refugees that come to Edmonton from every troubled spot of the world that you've ever heard about. And they're living as our neighbors and our friends and our work colleagues and our classmates here in this city now. And in most cases, their choice would be to be living happily with family and friends in peaceful communities in places that they called home before war destroyed their lives and threw things into turmoil. So as I've had the chance to listen to really hundreds of people share those stories with me, and sometimes immensely deep and painful stories, my own commitment, I think, has been deepened by that. We need to hear the voices of real people to know that issues are real, I think. Reading about them, seeing clips on television news is not adequate for this to move right inside of us. And so I'm really pleased for two people that were brave enough to come along with me this afternoon and are going to, just for a few minutes, tell you a bit about their personal experiences and why they're committed on World Peace Day to being part of creating a more peaceful world. So let me first introduce John Bowl, who came to us. His home was Sudan, and John is now at Grant MacEwan College, where he's in the social work program, getting well prepared to be a very important part of our community in the years ahead. So I'll ask John to come and maybe share some thoughts first.
Thank you very much. I'm John Bull I'm from Southern Sudan. I came to Canada and in Edmonton in 2004, and I've been here now for almost 4.5 years. So I'm very delighted to be with you today and share these wonderful days. And I know it is not my first time. I did the same thing when I was in a refugee camp in Ethiopia. I always, together with the people who are united for peace, because my life has been affected by war in many areas, economically, educationally. I lost all some families, especially friends, and even no equality in gender whenever I do so. So I was supposed to join the armed force when I was 10 years by the government of Sudan, and I spent 6 years fighting. And from there, I was shot, and then I got a chance to go to Ethiopia, which is our neighboring country that accepts us whenever there is a conflict. In my heart, and the reason why I'm taking social work is because I have been involved in many different areas, and I know peace is very important. So even my life now, I keep watching the news, what is going on around the world. I'm living in peace in Edmonton, but I still feeling because my parents, since 1986, when I left them, I didn't see them up to now. And even I married in a refugee camp. So I'm still running for peace, and I like peace. And that is why in 1919, after the World War I, the League of Nations was created for the sake of peace. And after that, the United Nations, which is this one, was created after the Second World War because of peace. That means if there is peace, there is God. And if there is God, there is love. And if there is love, there is economic, education, and all children will be playing like what they are doing now. So where I came from as a child, there is nothing like any development like this building. You cannot even see it in Southern Sudan, especially where I came from. If you go now, you can still drinking water in the pool. And if there is no rain, you cannot even get some water to drink, or you cannot even eat food. So, and I'm very delighted to be with you today to share these things because I have felt them, seen them, and up to now, I'm still feeling them because some part of my life are still back home. And in the whole world, peace is good, and peace is a good thing. And where I'm now volunteering at the Mennonites is a center of all immigrants who left their country because of the lack of peace. And if there is no peace, the environment will be affected and no one can live peacefully. Children cannot play, there is no equality. Women, especially in my country, no one could go to school. And myself, I went to school when I left my country, and I got it under United Nations in a refugee camp. And my instructor or teacher were from Ethiopia, who were paid by the United Nations, which is this organization. So I'm very glad to be with you today, and thank you.